You think the Pope is the representative of God on earth, a beacon of humility, restraint, and virtue. Well, congratulations. You've just been beautifully lied to by history. And if you've ever heard of modern church scandals, sex abuse, or Vatican secrets, it's childish play compared to what John XII was doing over 1,000 years ago. Let me tell you the story of a man called Pope, who lived more like a Roman playboy prince than a holy servant of Christ. But dark docenti just means spiritual decay, refers to how often the lights were off in the Lateran Palace, which he turned into his personal red light district. His name was John XII. He became Pope at just 18 years old. That's right, while most teenagers were trying to memorize the Lord's Prayer, John was wearing the Triple Crown, waving blessings, and of course, sleeping with anything remotely attractive. Historians refer to his reign as the Dark Age of the Papacy. So, what did Pope John actually do during his time in office? Pray, preach. Nope, he drank like a barbarian, threw all-night parties, and transformed the Vatican into the most luxurious brothel of the 10th century, and offered themselves. He slept with widows, virgins, married women, noble women, even nuns. If you were a woman alive in Rome during his papacy, and you didn't get a visit from the Pope, well, you were either too ugly or already dead. Nuns weren't called in to pray, they were there to pour wine and offer themselves. He slept with widows, virgins, married women, noble women, even nuns. If you were a woman alive in Rome during his papacy and you didn't get a visit from the Pope, well, you were either too ugly or already dead. They drafted a list of his crimes: murder, adultery, rape, heresy, sacrilege, corruption, and oh yes, he reportedly even raped his own relatives when he wasn't having sex. John XII spent his time gambling and swearing like a sailor. The scene: silken sheets, candles burning low, a pope in full ecstasy. No choir singing tonight, just moans of pleasure echoing through the holy halls. And when he was angry, he offered wine to demons, prayed to Jupiter and Venus, and bowed to pagan gods in front of St. Peter's statue. Anyone who opposed him, eyes gouged out, noses sliced off, executed without trial, but naked corpses, blood on the cross, and a history the church would rather bury. Quick, clean, and holy, just the way this pope liked it. The cardinals and bishops eventually couldn't take it anymore. Some say John XII's soul never left the Lateran. They claim his ghost still haunts the halls, searching for one last kiss, one final moan, one eternal orgasm that never comes. But the true climax, pun absolutely intended, was his death. Others claim Pope John had a stroke at the height of climax, his heart giving out at the exact moment of ultimate pleasure. No grand funeral, no tolling bells, just whispers in the dark. God has judged him. Either way, he died in the most unholy way possible, face down, naked, on another man's bed. In the year 964, one lovely evening, Pope John was ministering to the wife of a Roman nobleman. But fate is not a fan of betrayal. And fate that night wore armor, carried a sword, and had a jealous husband's rage. The man came home early, caught the Pope mid-act, naked, sweating atop his own wife. No divine intervention. No papal escape. Not exactly how you'd expect the vicar of Christ to go out. Some say the husband beat the Pope to death. Right there. His body was removed quietly. A Pope dead in sin, buried in shame. After his death, Vatican officials decided maybe letting horny teenage boys become Pope wasn't the best idea. So when lust collides with religion, what's left behind isn't holiness. Too bad history never forgets. And maybe neither does John. Narration softens for the final lines. So, the next time someone tells you the Pope is infallible, just smile and ask them, what about John the 12th?